All right, great.
Right.
All right, so I'm here with Heather and Jose. And Jose just got back from Ciudad Juarez.
Yeah.
He did his visa processing, got a 601 waiver. And a lot of people down there were having a hard time, huh? Getting
That
it
is
done.
true. Over a year and a half.
People were waiting. Yeah.
They're
How
waiting.
long? How long did it take you?
2 months, less than 2 months.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Close the door.
Yeah, less than 2 months. Once you get everything prepared like you have done it, just 2 months.
Yeah.
That's all it takes. Yeah, no pieces of the 601 like this guy's been doing it. I had everything on my package, and I was so thankful for it because that was the main reason I'm back. I'm back on here fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm excited though. It was a third experience, but man, I wouldn't mind doing that again. Not this easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a terrible experience.
Yeah, it was a terrible experience. Yeah, it's not so much for the process, but just staying in Mexico, and I let you get a little bit stressed about what's gonna happen. But man, like I say, once you get everything right, man, you stress over nothing.
Yeah.
You stress over nothing, and there's not many lawyers. I have to say, there's not many lawyers that actually will do their job like you have done it. Like you have done it, because I was looking my 601 and comparing to other people's 601, and there was no way they can touch mine. No way. It was just about 3 or 4 times thicker than what they were bringing out there. They were bringing out about 3 or 4 papers, and that's when I said to myself, man, this is why people get stuck up here, because they don't bring the right things from the right time.
Yeah.
But man, it was a great experience, and I was so happy that everything, all my paperwork was just great.
Mm.
It was just great. My first appointment, I don't even have to bring anything but my passport. They already had everything. I remember when they pull up the papers, it was about this thick, and like, they got all those papers.
Everything, yeah.
How did they get up here? But I was just thinking that the good work you have done is what they brought them up there. My first appointment, they didn't ask me nothing but my passport. Compared to other people, and his first appointment, he had about 15 pounds of papers that you had to turn me in. Like, this is for your first appointment? So like, yeah. Like, gosh, that's a lot of paper you have to turn me in, and I don't know how long it was gonna take for him to get all that process.
Oh, yeah.
That's just as scary though. Just as scary.
How about, while you were there for the 2 months, did you think we communicated okay with you? I mean,
Oh man, the communication was excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Anytime and every time that I need something, you guys was there for me, and I'm just so thankful. I'm just so thankful because that was the last thing that I ever had to worry about it. The communication, because you guys was on top of the communication, just telling me things that I need to do and stuff like that. The communication was great.
Good.
It was great.
Yeah, I think that was one thing we wanted to do, was to make sure that you felt a connection to us up here in the United States, that you didn't feel totally cut off while you were down there in Mexico waiting. Because that's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, Heather. Mm-hmm. Tell us about your experience, Heather. What was it like waiting for Jose while he was down there?
I mean, it was hard. But like anytime I had questions, I'd send Joey an email and she would answer it like within like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's great.
The service as a communication was the perfect service. Perfect, because we get the answers right then. There were no waiting till tomorrow, no waiting till the next day. Not right then, the same day you get the answers. Yeah, so the communication was awesome.
Great.
As well as the service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you did a great job too, Jose, because you got your packet back and it had a rip in the side of it.
Oh, yeah, it was scary.
Was
scary.
And you're not supposed to open the packet, but when you got it in the mail, it was already looked like it had been opened and stuff.
That's true. That package had a horrible trip. Yeah. If I have to do it all over again, I say I would probably have to put the DHL in Ciudad Juarez and just wait for me to get the answer. Once I get the answer, I would just drive from Michoacan all the way to Ciudad Juarez and pick up my package at Ciudad Juarez instead of getting my package bring up to Morelia, because I swear I didn't know that package was gonna come the way it came, all tore up.
Right.
And the scary thing is when you get to the U.S. to the bridge to turn them in, people are like, we ain't taking this. No, you have to go back for a couple of days, and like, oh man, now I regret it. Had putting the DHL where I live. I know it was just a couple blocks from my house. Still, like, oh man, I didn't have to go through all this if I would just put the DHL right here in Ciudad Juarez. I mean, I didn't have to travel nowhere but Ciudad Juarez. So that was the only thing I would change if I ever have to go back and redo it again. Just put the DHL in Ciudad Juarez. Yeah, and wait for the answer to where I am, and just drive back to Ciudad Juarez and go pick it up.
Yeah.
Go pick it up, because if when you're doing the work, that's about 90 to 95% of the time that maybe 100% you're gonna get a good answer.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. It ain't like these guys, like, we're gonna get more papers for this, for your 601, and more papers for that. No, I have to say you're top of the line. You're Mercedes-Benz.
That's great to
Top
hear.
of the line, yeah, but
And your medical exam, how about that? Was that okay?
that was, man, that was a bad experience. I'm sorry. No, I mean, everything else, it was great, but
medical exam.
it was bad. Yeah. I got 4 shots. They give you an X-ray from your brain. They X-ray all your organs all the way down to your waist. See if you got any like infection. They can decontagion something in your lungs or whatever. But I know they X-ray all your organs.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you got a flu, they're gonna turn you down. I'm serious. They're gonna turn you down.
Yeah.
They're gonna say until you get well, you can't come back. You can't come back sick like this. No way.
Yeah, because they thinking like maybe it's swine flu or something like that.
That's right.
Crazy.
That's right. But if you got a flu, you can't. They don't even take you in. They don't even take you in. And I mean, everything went very well. But the thing about it is when they got blood out of me, I think they put either a tendon or a collapsed vein or something. Because even until today, when I stretch my hand all the way, I feel like something's pulling from here to here, where it goes to the needle. So they put something in there. And the day that they was sticking the needle, I was just screaming. I wasn't screaming because they were getting the blood out. I was screaming because the pain on this area was just so intense that I just can't hold it inside of me.
Oh, yeah. They were hitting a tendon. They were.
Yeah, that's a fact that they got a tendon. But I mean, I was with the crew of 12 guys, because they let 12 from, and none of them guys had a complaint or anything. I was the only one. I was the only one that had that. But man, other than that medical test, other than the pocket tendon, it did very well. It did very well. I got there 7 o'clock in the morning. At 10 o'clock, I was out. At 4 in the afternoon, I have to go pick up my answer. Once they tell you can pick up your answer, it's because it's gonna be a good answer. Yeah. If they tell you, well, you have to come back tomorrow for another exam, it's because they find out something wrong with you. Then the process of those 2 hours, they can tell you if there's something wrong with you.
Mm-hmm. So it's a good idea to go a few days before your interview in case you have to get more stuff done. Yeah.
You're absolutely right. You have to leave at least a week before your appointment. Your very first appointment, you have to leave at least a week before, so you can get all that take care and all the stuff just to be ready for your appointment. Because like I say, if you get up there with flu or something, they're not gonna let you in there. No.
And so, when did you get back into the country then?
I think it was June the 10th or June the 9th. June the 11th.
June 11th.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I left
July 1st.
Yeah.
And so, what'd you get in the mail today?
Oh man.
Show us.
Yeah.
You have it?
No, she take copies of them.
Here, let's see. Oh, Joe Ray has it.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Just like from my green card.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what I was waiting for.
Here it is. Let me hand it to me. Okay, people. See that right there? That is the green card.
Yeah.
It can happen. It can happen. It seems totally crazy. And, but, you know, it's important for people to know that this process really exists. And you can actually, even if you come in illegally and you get married to a U.S. citizen, you can get a green card, but you have to go through some hardship.
Yeah. Well, that is true. Some hardship but the most important thing, I think, that a good lawyer. That's what it gets you back into, a hardship and a good lawyer. Because even if you got a hardship and you don't have a good lawyer, that's not gonna work out. That's not gonna bring you to the country. Because the guys that I know, they got a good hardship with their wives, but the lawyer wasn't doing something right. The lawyer wasn't doing something right. And I say, if you stay over 2 months and Mexico, something is eventually something wrong with that. I say, see, these people that I know, they're doing all the process in Mexico, and once you start doing all that, forget that. You're gonna be stuck in there for a long time. Forget that. You don't. When you go to Mexico, you just went for your appointment. That's the very first appointment, and the second appointment. You don't have to do anything else but take your papers. You're not gonna do no more paperwork while you're in Mexico, because no way you're gonna get back soon. There's no way. So, like I said, you gotta have a good hardship and a good lawyer to make it back. Other than that, you're gonna be stuck out there for a long time.
Yeah. Well, we're glad you guys made it back, and we're glad you're back to be back with your family.
Oh yeah, that's the thing that was the most.
Okay. Thanks.